Welcome to our, sorry about that. Welcome to our regularly scheduled Thursday night live. How's it going? My twinkle lights got new batteries. You know what's coming soon is the YouTube family office Christmas tree. And tomorrow, um, well, you know what? I'm going to give people time to get in here. I'm going to go behind the fan. Where's my red fan? I'm feeling red today. There it is. I have a new Facebook address. If you have not come in yet or just coming in, I have a new Facebook address. It is in a link above. Okay. Hey, Jaton, Freedom Sassy, Danny Love. Hi, Raf, my darling. KB, Canner, Seashell, Aloha, always on the ball. Freedom Sassy, Jaton, Renegade Black Sheep. Hi, darling. Connie McCormick's Big Rims. Now, Big Rims, is it Beth? Is that your name? I can't remember. Paula. And have I missed anybody? Roxanne. Linda Bop, first one here. So I'm going to put this on live chat. And then I am going to pop my chat out so I can see it better. And I don't have to hide behind my phone. Hey, Jennifer Jacks. So I'm going to give a minute for people to come in. Marnie. Right, because my cousin's named Marnie. Big Rims Marnie. Okay, got it. So for any of you that were at the tea break this morning, hey, Diana. Diane, it's pronounced Diane? Helen Burke, sweetheart, how are you? Grammy's Kitchen. We had a double dose of Gracie. I know, she was just so, like, it's not your regular time, Mummy. What are you doing, Mummy? Updated above on my daughter. That's right, preeclampsia. I said she'll be fine. She'll be fine, right? She'll be fine. She won't go full term, but she'll be fine, and it'll be close, okay? Hi, Lori Peer. Hey, Linda. Ma, hey, how are you? Just watching a few of your old videos. Well, I appreciate that. I really do. I have another one. It's bigger. It's supposed to have lights. And it has this little doodad on it. And these lights are supposed to work. But they don't. And I'm wondering if there's some way I can get out the battery. I don't think so, though. Oh, yeah, maybe. That looks like a teeny tiny little slot for something to go in to pop that off. See, this one's bigger. I like these. They're more feminine. They're more delicate. Okay. Christmas fact of the week. Only the female reindeers carry their antlers through the whole year. Or carry antlers. It's either carry antlers or carry antlers through the whole year. Hey, Tanya, how's it going? Angie Mac, Willow's Garden, Sage Spa, Warda. So, I'm going to give you a brief update as to why some of you may have been getting a new Facebook request. Long day, story short. Okay. I had to reset my phone to factory settings. Now that's 3 phones, years worth of data just went poof. And I had a panic attack because all my baby bump pictures are on there. So I had to text Mel and say, could you please send me the pictures on me email, right? Hi, Lori and Linda. So, anyway, I had to reset my phone to factory settings. And because so many of my Facebook addresses were tied up with my phone number, it got confused because we know I've had like 5 or 6 Facebook pages, right? Or Facebook profiles. This is, and so it wouldn't I got it, the new one set up on my phone, but I made the mistake of attaching it to my phone number. And then all hell broke loose. So if you have received 2 Facebook requests from me in the last 24 hours, that was me. The first one I had to ditch, and because I had to make a new one called Bev Wolfie Foley. Okay. And they're both called the same thing, but one has the picture, one has, listen, the link's above in the chat. Okay. And if you want to be a Connected Hearts member, and I'm going to ask Seashell to put the email in the chat here. You need to email me at connectedheartsfamily@gmail.com and ask me to invite you into the group. I'm not putting general invites out anymore, right? Hey, Joe Mama! Tony G! Tone, how's it going? Critter Lovers, Celeste. Wow, the gang's all here. So that's what happened. Yes, it's me. I have a new Facebook page. The link is in the chat here, okay? So please, I will have to find you on Facebook and send you a friend request. There it is, Linda Bop. It's in the link in the chat. Hi, Becky. How are you, darling? Okay, what else was I going to tell you? Oh, right. We were supposed to decorate the YouTube family dining room tree, or by internet family. I hate the word internet. It's so cold. My cyber family. We'll think of something. Anyway, the dining room tree was supposed to be decorated live tonight, and I just was not organized enough. I'm still trying to get caught up from 2 days ago. So it will be tomorrow. Now, are you hearing this? We will be decorating the cyber family, or the internet family, 7-foot tree in the dining room live tomorrow. Somewhere, let me say, I'm going to say 6 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. And that will give me enough time to decorate the tree live and still make it to the unlisted Freaky Friday. You were going to, hey, Tracy, you were going to comment on my rack. Thank you, Kathleen. Thank you. So that's that. All right. Somewhere tomorrow I have to bake a pie because I'm taking a pie to Angie's, and I forgot tomorrow is Friday, and then I'm going to Angie's at 6:30 in the morning on Saturday. So tomorrow I'm going to do the live streaming of the tree, and there's still going to be a tea break every morning, somewhere between 10 and noon. I will do a advent calendar tea break. But we're still going to do our Sundays and our Thursdays. Now, tomorrow we are decorating that tree live on. I had a little bit of edible tonight. We're going to be decorating the YouTube family dining room tree live tomorrow, sometime around 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then Saturday, I'm going to Angie's. And then Sunday, I'm going to try and persuade Howard to get up on the ladder and put up my jumbo lights so I can finish that video for y'all. And then, what the hell else do we got to do? Take Briar home. And then Sunday afternoon, that's it. Sunday morning, Howie's got to put up the jumbo lights. Sunday afternoon, we're decorating the office YouTube family Christmas tree. And then Sunday night, we're going to the Rito Carlton Raceway because that's Howie's Christmas dinner from work. So that's Sunday. Jumbo lights, decorating this tree, and then going out to the thing, right? So, but that decorating the office tree is going to be on our half-acre homestead on Sunday, because you guys are getting the dining room tree. So our half-acre homestead, most of you guys are all from the same channel, but the other tree, this tree is getting done on our half-acre homestead because you guys are getting the dining room tree tomorrow. Does that make sense? Am I making any sense whatsoever? Rosie, Cal Storm. Okay, now let's burn a little bit of sage. I got to get some sage. I got to get some white sage. Oops. Okay. You don't need a lot, especially in a small room like this. Alrighty. You make sense, but I watch them both. Good. Good, good, good. So let's start the evening with a card. I got to wrap presents at some point too, because Mel could go into labor any day. She's only got 3 weeks to go. And I don't want to get the call and end up not being able to deliver Christmas presents. You know what I mean? I'm glad you're having a good day, Seashell, or Rosie. All right. Kel Storm is asking for a card, so I'm just going to pull it anyway. This one's not talking, though. Oh, yeah. I think it's either Freshco or Food Basics have their turkeys on sale. $1.88 a pound. Appetizers on a budget? Easy. Oh, God. I have a video where you buy those little baby sweet peppers or hot peppers if you want. And I make a cream cheese dip, and you just put them in a cake bag and you squeeze them. You put the little rings of pepper on a little mini Ritz cracker, and you go with your cream cheese filling. There's one. Whoop, there we go. Kel Storm. It's funny because when I was putting the cards out, this one fell out anyway. So it's already, this is twice. This card really wants to be, whatever this message is, it really wants to be heard. Attachment, letting go, restriction, and fear. Okay. So what I'm getting from this today is that we can allow attachments to people, places, and things. Can you turn that down a bit when you go back, hon? I'd appreciate it. Okay. Attachments. We can allow attachments to people, places, and things to restrict us. We can allow attachments to people, places, and things hold us in place with things like restrictions and fear. Okay? Because really, Big Daddy ain't, is not supposed to be, I'm not supposed to be hearing race talk in my Serenity place right now. On a tray with your favorite dressing on the side, and buy some like Polish sausage and slice it up, right? It's really simple. Crustless little salmon sandwiches or tuna sandwiches and stuff. Really make it more like a luncheon. Okay, so here it is coming through loud and clear. Somebody is allowing attachments to peoples and places and things restrict their life through fear. I don't know if that was for you, Kel, but that's twice that card fell out of my hand. Kielbasa is much better than Polish sausage. Absolutely. I meant denies us our joy. So there's all kinds of things. You can make a loaf of rye bread or buy one, like a pumpernickel, make a spinach dip. As a matter of fact, my friend Carolyn, oh, and there's a difference. Some people keep telling me that Caroline Ingalls' name is Carolyn. It's not. Just because, you know, little Joe Walton or whatever his name was called her Carolyn in the series. Her name was spelt with an E on the end. Line, Caroline, not Lin and not Lyn. So if you're correcting me and saying her name was Carolyn, I'm sorry, but I read it as I see it. We got kielbasa today with Polish sausage today. Oh God, I'm starting to drool. I was like, I don't want to cook another pantry bowl meal. I don't want to do more soup. I don't want a casserole. And then I went, oh, I have half rotisserie chickens frozen in the freezer. I have partially cooked oven roasted potatoes. The only thing I missed was the onion. So I took out a half of a rotisserie chicken, put it in the crock pot frozen, surrounded it with oven roasted potatoes, drained a jar of whole chunked carrots, and then poured that all over top. And then I put daubs of butter all over it for moisture, a little bit of hot water in the bottom. And then I covered it in onion powder and garlic powder and pepper. Was it ever good? Like there was juice in the bottom when we were done. And I said to Howie, don't let that juice go to waste. That's butter and garlic powder and stuff. He goes, ooh. So I gave him oven mitts and he poured the juice over our vegetables. How about dumplings? Where's the beef? When? Actually, our steer, or our half a steer, along with its other half, went to, when did it go to butcher, How? Yesterday? Yeah, and it'll hang for 14 to 21 days.
I haven't got all the details yet, but Aaron hasn't been to work in 2 days because some animal got loose. I hope it's not my cow.
Well, I better not be my steer. That's his steer. I already paid for mine. Yeah. So I bought frozen diced potatoes with peppers and onions, have them in the dehydrator now. Awesome. It was really good. It was really good. And this weekend, well, Saturday, I've got to make a sweet potato pie tomorrow. Now, maybe I'll just make pumpkin. I've got time for pumpkin. Sweet potatoes would have to be peeled and cooked. So, but I'm going to make a pie to take to Angie's. I better make 2, eh? If the girls are going to be there, they're going to be there to help, and so is Marshall. You teach him how a real man does stuff, dear. I counted 8 packages of bacon in the freezer. I got about 4 or 5. We got it at Adam's Sausage in Ottawa. Was it expensive, Raph? Caramelized red onions and fried bacon. Put cream cheese on tortilla wrap, spread onions, bacon slices, roll into a wrap, cut into spirals. Yeah, absolutely. Made sweet potato cake yesterday. Well, maybe I'll make pumpkin bread instead. Pumpkin pecan bread instead of a pie. Because that's easier to transport. You know what I mean? Shepherd pie. Ooh. You know what I made yesterday? I made Swedish meatballs. But I did it the old way. I rolled the meatballs, and it wasn't I should have videotaped it because it was so good. I made meatballs, and it was like, you know that hamburger I bought where I broke it up into packages? Well, 2 of the packages were larger than 2 others. Like I had 2 small and then 2 medium. And I got out the medium thinking I was going to make meatloaf. Pumpkin pecan bread. There you go. We got 2 coil of kielbasa's, $49. I cut in 10 pieces and freeze them. It was huge. Awesome. How far do you have to travel? Oh, it's only a couple of hours. It's only well, it's for an hour from here to Ottawa, and then an hour from Ottawa to Brockville. So 2 hours, 2.5 hours tops. Defoe's Garden. Good, beautiful December evening, everybody. I finally caught a live. Well, we're so glad you did. Hey, Ninja. Are you Stephanie or is Yoshi Stephanie? So I did it the old-fashioned way. I rolled my meatballs and I got them brown and in my big skillet. And somebody's right. That wasn't supposed to be a Teflon pan, eh? But whatever it is on it is wearing off. So I'm going to get myself, well, I've got my big one. I have to do some cast iron work. I have to scrub them all down and season them again. Because I got my big stock, I got my big Dutch oven, which I'd like to make a loaf of bread in now and again on the wood stove. And hi, Barnhill. Hi, Michelle. So I got to do some restoration on some of my cast iron that's been, hit the hard way for a while. But what was I talking about? Oh, yeah, Swedish meatballs. Sorry, squirrel. So, I made a lot of meatballs. Gracie was so happy. I just took some old hot dog buns out of the freezer and threw them in the blender. And instead of putting chunks of onion or anything in it, I just put in lots of onion powder, garlic powder, salt and pepper, and breadcrumbs and an egg. And I made a whole skillet of meatballs. And then when they were all browned, I threw in onions and peppers. And then I put a can of mushroom soup on it. I know, it's not gourmet. It's not gourmet Swedish meatballs. Come on. I have other recipes for real Swedish meatballs. And then I dumped a jar of celery with the juice over it. And when that was almost done, I par-cooked the egg noodles and then threw them in the pan and put a lid on it, turned it right down. Costco had pork tenderloin, 99 cents a pound. I got a huge one for $7. Wow. Thing is I have trouble with store-bought pork. This is why I'm not buying meat if I can help it at the grocery stores anymore. This is why I'm probably going to raise like 8 or 10 chickens next year. I'm Kathy. Sorry, honey. I live in near Syracuse. Right. KB Canner, Arizona. Whereabouts in Arizona? I love it when people bring the crock pot of small sausage balls in a sweet and sour sauce. Oh, my Aunt Audrey, Angie's grandmother, that's what she brought to my wedding. She actually brought a whole tray of meatballs. And then she just covered them in Diana barbecue sauce and warmed them up in the oven and just set them out on the table. Because our wedding supper was potluck, but I made sure I had meat trays that big that I hand rolled myself. Back then, I spent $150 on sliced ham, sliced roast beef, sliced turkey breast, sliced chicken breast. And I hand rolled it. And this wasn't pressed stuff. This was deli stuff from the butcher shop. And I rolled my own meat trays and made my own vegetable trays. And I made pies and butter tarts and all that stuff. And everybody brought food. And there wasn't a scrap left. As a matter of fact, I was the last one to eat. And it was at midnight. And I sat at my dining room table while, God bless her heart, my cousin Diane stood at the sink doing dishes. And I guess nobody understood what the pumpernickel loaf with the spinach dip in the center was back in 1993. Because nobody ate it but me, and it was a feast. $5 a dozen is crazy at store now. Do you grow lovage plants? Somebody sent me lovage seeds, and they should be right here because I finally got them in the mail. Or did I put them? I probably put them in my seed box. Somebody sent me lovage seeds. And as far as I know, lovage is just celery flavor. And I grow celery. A lot of celery. So Pumpernickel, yeah, dark pumpernickel. And you know, the thing was to hollow out the bread in chunks and make the bread into a bowl, fill it full of the spinach dip, and then put all the chunks of bread around it. And nobody ate it but me. I ate the whole friggin' thing. I hadn't eaten all day. Lovage is the same thing as OSHA that grows in wild high country. Really, Becky T? I didn't know that. Not yet, Tony G. I got this card from Patricia. And somebody sent me something about stars, paper stars, and I think I'm going to try something similar. But I'm going to do it myself. We'll see. Awesome in soups and stews. I'd like to start dehydrating. That spinach dip is delicious. It is. I'm getting hungry now, and I just had supper. I've eaten it for supper myself. Well, you think about it, right? It's dairy and spinach and pumpernickel bread. Like, that's a meal. Boom. Bell Prepper, I haven't had side pork in a couple of years, but had a craving. Paid $18 for 10 slices. Holy crap. What a mess of grease in my kitchen. Now I know why I don't buy it often. Are you talking about pork bellies? That, you know, the thick slices that look like bacon, but they're uncured? Vroom! How's it going? I was thinking of you while I was, I don't know why. I give people nicknames and they probably don't even know I'm talking to them. It's VRO. My other YouTube friend in Canada responded back today. They do not have the refrigerated section, but do have pantry goods. I'm not sure I'm following you, bro. But I was playing cars when I was making ornaments. I was going. It's not on video, trust me. Ah, yeah. Well, you know what? Back in the day, I'm loving kale right now. Well, that's good, Kel. Oh gosh, homegrown kale tastes amazing. Howie doesn't like it. I have to dehydrate it and grind it and put it in things like parsley. Served pumpernickel bread at work once, and a little boy thought it was chocolate bread. Boy, was he disappointed. Oh, can you imagine? Because you think about it, the anticipation of seeing bread that looks like chocolate, right? And that stuff in the center must look like, you know, some kind of whipped cream confection. And it's like when your mind is expecting something and you get something totally different. It's, you know, like when we went to the Mexican restaurant and I got the chicken mola, and the sauce on it tastes like Bulk Barn smells when you walk in, and it was not what I was expecting, so it kind of threw me off. Pantry or grocery aisles in the Canadian Dollar Tree. Okay, right. Hang on a sec. Yeah, they only, as far as I know, they only have dry goods. Let me go back here. Okay. Bro, Bev, my other YouTube friend in Canada responded back today. They do not have refrigerated section in the Canadian Dollar Trees. There's the rest of the story. So thank you. I love those mini pumper loaves at Christmas with some cream cheese and dill. Okay, let's not talk about food anymore. But speaking of food, since I'm going to be making pumpkin pecan bread tomorrow, I will videotape it. And I got all my ingredients. Oh, I gotta tell you this. I found my pecans. Remember I told you something like mice opened one bag of my pecans? I left them on the shelf in the pantry. I found them on a shelf. Perfect pile of pecans. So you know what I did? Okay, if you're faint of heart, don't listen. They looked, I got a picture of them. They looked perfect. So I put them in a strainer and I washed them under hot running water in the strainer, and I scrubbed and I scrubbed. And then I poured boiling water over them. And then I put them on a cookie sheet in the oven and I toasted them at 215 degrees for about an hour. didn't toast them. It just boiled them. Do you know what I mean? I now have a half gallon jar. I've got a quart of pecans. That sounded like a plan. That bread is going to be so good. I wasn't throwing out $8 worth of pecans when you guys did the wreath. Oh my God. Okay. Ninja. What's your name again? It's Yoshi, that's Stephanie, right? Well, I wasn't throwing those out. I was not throwing those out. So next year, and that'll teach me. I mean, I didn't get the whole bag back because the whole bag would have filled a half gallon, a half gallon jar. Excuse me. But that will teach me for not putting something away immediately when I get home. Get the munchies and leave them some edibles. No, I really don't want to leave them as edibles. Gracie caught one yesterday. Hey, Natalie, how's it going, sweetheart? And Coral Campbell. Kathy is Ninja Clan, and Stephanie is Yoshi. Guys, if I ever mix them up again, it's just because they're just two similar names. Ninja Clan is Kathy. Ninja Clan Kathy, Ninja Clan Kathy, Ninja Clan Kathy. Got to do it 3 times to cement it in. Ninja Clan Kathy. And how long did it take me to get Yoshi down to Stephanie? Right? The mica and moles have been so bad this year. To take time to take care of yourself. You sound so busy. Oh, Ruth, hi, darling. Of course I'm busy. This month, in all honesty, is my haymaking time for videos. November, December. And I got to make hay while the sun shines, right? Because January, February, and March are absolute dead in the water for ad revenue. And that's the total honesty of it. So I work really hard through December. But January, the added bonus is I have time in January, February, March to work on the reading channel. So, and I am taking care of myself. Yeah. But Ninja Clan Kathy, I know her name now, and Yoshi Steph, right? Mice have been really bad here this year. And I think we're finally getting them under control. But, so yeah, I'm going to make pumpkin pecan bread. And I got all the ingredients to make Rocky Road fudge. Now I have to make clean the island and everything. Like thank God it's stainless. I have to make the Rocky Road fudge first. Why do I have to make the Rocky Road fudge first? Because it's a gluten-free recipe, and I'm making most of this Rocky Road fudge is going to Arthur. So I've got pecans and mini marshmallows and butterscotch chips and chocolate chips and peanut butter. It's going to be so good. Yes, Rocky Road fudge. And you can make it any way you want. The recipe would change. And I would make these in gift jars at Christmas time. And because all they had to do was add a half a cup of peanut butter or half a cup of peanut butter. Then I would put the nuts and then the chocolate chips, and then pack it. And I mean pack a whole bag of miniature marshmallows in a jar this size. And then on the top, I would put a muffin paper, and I would add something like Score Bits or mini M&Ms or something. And all they had to do was pull that muffin thing out, dump everything in a bowl. And no, not dump everything. The chocolate chips, went on the top. So the nuts and the candy and the marshmallows were on the bottom. Then we had a muffin paper, and it was filled with a cup of chocolate chips, right? And then what they had to do was all they had to do was melt a half a cup of peanut butter, add the chocolate chips, and once it was melted together, let it cool down but still stirrable, and then dump in the marshmallows and the nuts and the candies, and then spread it into a pan. Rocky Road fudge. What's Chocolate Charlie? No, I've never heard of that, Willow. A pint of ice cream is 8 servings, Bev. Mine would never make it to packaging. Making lemon cranberry loaves again tomorrow. I might have to do that. No, I got to get some cranberries. I've got to make our scones. So anyway, the Rocky Road fudge has to be made first because I bought new tins so that I could make up a tin of Rocky Road fudge for Arthur and Mel. Yeah, Rocky Road fudge is the only thing is the original recipe called for fruity miniature marshmallows for the colors. I didn't think it went well with the chocolate and the candy. I just use white marshmallows. You do you. If I get quiet, it's because I'm crocheting. Okay. I still got a cloth and a half to finish knitting, and I got to start wrapping presents too. So, Texas, just east of I'm just east of Abilene. Do you know we stayed in Howie? What was that place in Texas that smelled like pee? Amarillo. I don't know what kind of industry they had going on in that town, but it smelled. What? Oh, stockyards. Right. Chocolate marshmallows and peanuts. My daddy used to get it when I was a kid, but I started making it at Christmas years ago. Well, that's pretty much Rocky Road fudge, except I press mine into a pan and then chill it, and then I cut it with my slicer thing. It's very satisfying. It goes through with a crunch. Amarillo, Cowtown. Thank you, Jaton. Stockyard stinks all the time. Oh my God. Yeah, I'm Canadian from the hills. You know what I mean? That was just. All right. Oh, hi, Tiny. How are you, sweetheart? Popping in before bedtime. Oh, it's almost bedtime for me too. I'm in East Texas. My son was born at Dice. He'll retire from the Army soon. Oh, God love him. If you are digging Bev's reindeer headband, hit the like button. Ooh. And I have not been able to find any holiday headbands because I was going to stock up. I've got the elf hat. I've got the little Christmas chapeau, I call it. And I have a Christmas tree, which is really bulky. But I found snowmen, French vanilla marshmallows to add with hot chocolate for the kids' Christmas. Oh, Natalie, you are inspired. Hey, Becky T. Becky, I miss that smell. It reminds me of my grandpa's farm in Muleshoe, Texas. Did I say it right? Muleshoe? Muleshoe. God, say that more than once. These got little bells on them. Can you hear them? Oh, I'm going to give myself whiplash. Where do you order what tea? Thank you. Where do you order what tea? The tea I am getting, the tea that we're doing on the tea break, it was a gift from the owner of 4 Jars. Sent me a box and it said 30 varieties of tea. And I was like, oh, that's perfect for an advent calendar. I opened the box. There was 124 of each, 4 of each variety. So, I know, aren't they cute? Oh. Well, my ex-husband, every time we drive by those stockyards, he would roll down his driver's side window and say, smell that fresh air. Oh. Angie Mack, my friend at work, has reindeer antlers on her truck. Where do I get them? Oh, are those the ones you put in the windows? Because the problem is with that, I did that with Canadian flags, but I have visors over my windows, and when I rolled the windows up, I broke the visor on one side. When are you going to fix my visors? They're in the shop. No. They're not selling the tea. That was just a gift. That was just a gift they sent me. The time before that, they sent me like chocolates and tea towels, you know? Oh, yeah, it was a gift. Yeah. So, I love the one you was wearing this morning during the tea break. Well, this one? Oh, no. Right. And I'm going to get a battery for this. Making Mexican with red peppers and vanilla. French vanilla with vanilla sugar. Chocolate, and peppermint instant hot chocolate. Yummy. Good girl. I just drew a blank there for a second. You can call it some timers, or you can just call it what I've been calling it my entire life. Squirrel. No, brain farts. Amazon has what? The tea? I believe it was a stocking. I love the one you was wearing this morning. Oh, no, it wasn't a stocking. It was an elf hat. The hell did it go? I put it up. I'll be interchanging all my headbands throughout the holidays. You doing okay, baby? Good. Hey, Teresa. I found a Mexican chocolate bars for making hot chocolate. I bought 3 containers. Well, I remember watching something recently where somebody went to and it was in California, and they went to a fry truck, and she said, give me 2 Coca-Colas. She said, the Mexican ones, because apparently they were made with real cane sugar, not corn syrup. And it made a huge difference in the flavor. And I didn't even know. There was a difference. I wish we could get that here in Canada. I'd buy a Coca-Cola. I miss, even up until last year, I used to buy the little 6-packs of glass mini bottles of Coca-Cola for Christmas, because Christmas is a time for Coca-Cola. Yes, I was indoctrinated as a child. And I'm going to try and make a new headband. So give me some time. Okay. So the grands love it and know I'm broke, so they're all for it. That's awesome. Big Rims Mornay. Yeah, I just got some Mexican hot chocolate discs, period. I haven't tried them, but I hear they're delicious. The Mexican Coca-Cola is totally different than the regular one. Yes. I don't know. I've had people send them to me. I have found them in dollar stores, but I don't go out much to dollar stores and stuff anymore. I mean, all the craft stuff you see me working with, that was a big haul for me. Huge haul. Mexican is made with sugar and not junk. We have it here in glass bottles, not plastic. Well, that's what I mean. I buy the little mini glass bottles, but it's still, it doesn't taste right anymore. You know what I mean? They sell the little bottles of Mexican Coke at the health food stores here. Ooh. I can mail you a container of the Mexican hot chocolate bars. God love you. God love you. But I mean, that might cost you. So I don't, I don't want to put you to any expense, sweetheart. But if you got my address for Christmas cards, I'm all out for Christmas cards. Favorite Christmas Eve meal soup. Beef. It's a toss-up between homemade minestrone or beef barley. Would be Christmas Eve. But we have the Mexican glass cut bottles at Giant here in Virginia. Oh. Anyway, listen, guys. I'm pretty tired. It's been a couple of days. But let's pull a card, a general card for the crowd before. Now, this is the time when everybody, we're going to do a non-denominational spiritual kind of prayer blessing kind of thing. And if that's not up your alley, that's fine. If you want to leave, there is no judgment. Not everybody is the same, but this is the time we take where we drop the walls religion has slammed between us, and we connect the commonalities of our faith. You connect to your faith, I'll connect to mine. And when joining hearts and hands, we can share the love and the light, right? When I accept the love of the universe as my primary teacher, I will always be guided back to the light. So I'm going to put my cards away, and I'm going to have, you want me to pull a card for you, Tracy? Yeah, I can't. You know what? I'm getting readings off of two different piles here. This is for Tracy Morrison. No, it's not that deck. Okay. There it is. There it is. You got appreciation and a woman holding a coin. Tracy, all I can think of. Now, remember, this isn't always the same. I don't read these cards as they're supposed to be read. I read them intuitively. And what I'm getting out of these two cards is somebody is offering you a gift. Somebody's bringing something to you. And somebody's giving you something. I don't know whether it's money or help or whatever the case may be. Swallow your pride and show some appreciation. Okay? Attitude of gratitude. So, I'll give everybody time who wants to leave to do so. Well, I put my cards away. Hey, Corey, you ready for tomorrow night? We're decorating the dining room Christmas tree tomorrow on Life with the Wolfies, here on Life with the Wolfies. We're doing a tea break in the morning, and every morning, unless I'm out of town, all right? Like, I might do a tea break from Angie's house on Saturday, if I can get it to go live. Right? If I can get my phone to stream. And tomorrow we're decorating the dining room YouTube family Christmas tree. Probably around 5-6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And Sunday, God, hopefully Sunday, I will be decorating the office YouTube family Christmas tree. Live on our Half Acre Homestead. Jeez, fan open. Bev, have you and Howie ever had homemade Chex Mix? It's a Christmas. Yes. Yeah, years and years ago. We don't make a lot of junk food, believe it or not. Like, people seem to think that I feed Howie poorly. We seasonally eat. We eat with the seasons, and we don't eat a lot of desserts. Consequently, I have to make more cookies for the guys at work. All righty. All right. For all those who care to, please help me close with some spiritual nourishment. You connect to your faith, I'll connect to mine, and you just take what you want and leave the rest. All right? You also, it feels so good to be here. Hopefully I see everyone again for the Christmas tree party. I hope so too, Defoe. All right. Some nice deep breathing. We're going to breathe in joy, exhale negativity. Breathe in peace. Exhale fear. You know what I mean? Breathe in love. Exhale darkness. If there's anything that's bothering you, okay? We're going to do that. We're going to clear the air before we, talk to the Creator. Hey, God, Creator and source of all, how's it going? Thank you, God, for getting me through yesterday. Yesterday was one of those days where it just felt like life was out to get me. And whenever I think life is out to get me, it doesn't take. The sooner I realize how good I really have it, the better I can get to counting my blessings and getting myself out of the angst place, So thank you, God, for supporting me through yesterday. Thanks for bringing us together. This time of year, there's a lot of people out there that, have limited friends and family. Malka was one of them that, that we try and be here for every day, God, so that we can, be here every day, one form or another, so that we can be together and share some joy or dissipate some sadness or fear or anxiety just by being together. So, God, I'm going to ask you to fill us with the divine light of your love so that as we walk forward, we glow with your divine love. And as we walk heart to heart, hand to hand, we clear a path right through the darkness with your light. So please, God, look after all those people who are alone, afraid, ill, neglected, rejected, addicted. Please, God, we got each other and we know we got you. You look after the others, okay? And we appreciate you for that. So thank you, God. Amen. Shalom. Namaste. Happy Hanukkah. Peace be with you. It's not Hanukkah yet. Merry meet. Happy Kwanzaa. Blessed be. Merry Christmas. Yule. Whatever you call this season, just remember, whenever we come together and reach out to our Creator, the language is always love and gratitude, isn't it? Let's try and hold on to that as the commercials go bang, bang, bang. Oh, for the next month. I don't watch TV. I watch Prime and Netflix. And no, that's not a sponsorship thing. All right. I love you guys. Take care. God bless. I'll see you sometime tomorrow between 10 a.m. and noon Eastern Standard Time for our Day 2 Advent Calendar tea break. Take care. God bless. I love you guys. Never forget that. Love is always the